actually 49, celebrating 40 years with New Life. Whenever he's sharing, there is always a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom that we can always be able to learn from. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me welcome Mr. Mike Vandeventor, author from Cape Town, South Africa. Please, Mike, you can take it on.
Thank you very much, Justice. I'm so privileged and happy to be able to join with you this evening. I'm very pleasantly surprised to hear of Esme from Port Elizabeth. That is where I grew up, although we now live in Cape Town. So Esme, a special PE welcome to you as well. Now, I'm not sure who of you are in this meeting for, as people who are there for the first time. We had our first time way back, as Justice indicated, we're in our 40th year in the business. So that was in 1983. I was in full-time church ministry. And like an employee anywhere else, I got a salary, but not a big salary. I never bothered about that. I wasn't in ministry for the money. And what happened as our family started growing at that stage, we had 3 of our children. We ended up having 4. I was at that stage 36 years of age. And I found myself broke. Halfway through the month, the money was gone. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't really an option that my wife would go back to teaching because she had the 3 small children to look after. And then I believe that was an answer to prayer that God one day sent somebody to me, somebody I knew from university. I hadn't seen him for about 13 years. I didn't even know he knew we were in the town where we were. He phoned me, he said he wanted to come and see me, which he did. And he showed me a way to make some extra money. And I understood nothing of what he showed me. Really, I didn't. I went home and I told my wife I saw a way to make money, extra money. And obviously she wanted to know what is it and what is involved. And I couldn't tell her simply because I didn't understand. So that Saturday, we traveled 200 kilometers in the opposite direction to go and have another look, or at least for my wife to also see. And we came away from there not sure whether we should say yes or no. We ended up saying yes because we realized that there was no risk involved. It wouldn't affect my job. We didn't have to lay out a lot of money to get started. It's something that could be started part-time. So we said, well, why not? Now, that's not a very brave decision, I must admit, but I'm glad we decided to rather, open ourselves up to the opportunity than do what a lot of people do is if you're a little skeptical or you don't understand, you rather back off and you say no. And I'm so grateful for that because not only has it changed our lives and the lives of our children and our grandchildren, but through us joining New Life in 1983, it has touched the lives of people like Justice and so many, many other people all over the world. Now, when we joined, I never could see that picture. I never thought this could be anything big. At best, I thought it is a business that I understood. And at best, I thought that, if my wife could sell some products to some of her friends and acquaintances and make us maybe 70 or 80,000 shillings a month extra, that would already help a little bit. But then I got talked into going to a big convention. That was just after we joined. That was in Durban, that Justice referred to just now. And what I saw there, I went without money. I had to borrow money to go. what I saw there, I believe, is the reason why I'm in the business, why Dr. Cesar and a lot of you are in the business today. Because I think if I never got that exposure, I might never have really got excited about the opportunity or seen the value of the opportunity and see what it does in people's lives. So anyway, from then, we had a very slow start because I was working very, very long hours and not really in a position to do much with the business. We did a little bit here and there, but after a period of time, I came to the conclusion that from a financial point of view, I had to make a change because we couldn't survive on my salary. I wasn't about to leave the church. I just made the decision to leave the ministry. I'm still involved in the church up till today, but not as an employee anymore, not as being paid by the church. Whatever I do in the church, I do for the love of it. And that's lovely. I like that. But then we slowly started growing, and eventually we got to a stage where I could make New Life our only income. And I know Justice presented this as, an opportunity to develop a part-time income. Now, that's how it starts, but it doesn't have to stay a part-time, relatively small income. It can become the kind of income where uh, most people who are in employment could never hope to come near in their employment to what they can have from New Life. It can become a career. And for us, it's been so satisfying. Justice mentioned the travel. I'm very, very fond of travel. And through this opportunity, we've traveled so many times that I can't tell you how many times I've been overseas. Just in October again, we're going to Barcelona in Spain. Next year, around about May, we're going to Istanbul in Turkey. Now, my wife has been there. I haven't been there yet. And I really look forward to that because that's such an exciting place to go to. And the exciting thing about that is it costs us nothing. It's something that the company adds as call it as a bonus over and above everything else we get. So what I'm trying to say to you is that if you're new and you still don't perhaps think that this could be anything life-changing or anything dramatic in your life, I invite you to do just one thing, and that is to stick around, to stay involved, and give yourself the opportunity to get to know the business, to get the business not just from your mind, but also into your heart. And that is such a valuable, a valuable part of what you need to grow into. Because if it's something that you're doing just because you feel you have to do it, it's never going to be satisfying. But I'm very close to being 75, and people sometimes say to me, well, why are you still active? Why are you still involved? And my answer to them is, I so enjoy what I'm doing, because it involves people. It involves working with people and helping to uplift people and helping them to have a better life, health, wealth, happiness. And the reward of doing that is just so good that it's a satisfying business. Now, I said it's a business. People often look at what we do, the idea of network marketing, and they say, oh, this must be a pyramid scheme where only the people at the top make the money. That is definitely not so. When you join the business, you're at the top of your business. And you just have to grow your business to whatever size you want to. Whoever else is higher up in the structure of the business, they are there to help and support you. But you have the opportunity to even bypass some of the people, if not all of them, who are higher up in the structure than you in terms of size of business you develop and in terms of the income you earn. Now, that can never happen in a pyramid scheme. The main thing that makes what we do a business is that it's based on products. And in our case, it is the best you can find in the world. Now, I know every other company will tell you their products are the best. But the truth is there can only be one best. And I know from almost 40 years of experience that there is nothing better than Neolife products because of their commitment to excellence, their commitment to research, using the very best raw materials, which they source from all over the world. They don't just use the nearest and cheapest. And they make products that really make a difference in people's lives. Now, we've got different ranges of products, and I'm not going to dwell on them very long. I just want to give you the basis of the business. Our biggest range, and I think that's also the most impactful, is a range of nutritional supplements. Those are products designed to supplement our diets because we hardly can get everything we need from our diets. I can prove that to you. I'm not going to try and do that. The fact is that supplementation has become a worldwide, incredibly huge industry. Now, we are at the forefront in terms of the right products, the quality of our products, and the fact that our products work. So nutrition is a main part of our business. Now, when we started, I knew nothing about that. And some of you may be in the same situation. My message to you is don't worry. What you don't know, you can learn. And you're in teams where you will get all the training and support and teaching that you need. When you join, part of your joining setup is you get the company website for free, which you can personalize to make look like your own. And that is something that you can send to people to look at, order products from them, even sign up in your business. But it's also got a back office where you can not only track your business, but where you'll find all the training material, all the information you may ever need. So don't worry about what you think you don't know. What you don't know, you can learn and you will learn, provided you want to, of course. And then also we've got a range of cleaning products. Now, I'm so tempted to expand on that because they're fantastic products. But the fact is the value of that for us is that just about every household we know, unless it's people living in a very disadvantaged environment, every household uses cleaning products. Now, I know in South Africa, if people used our products, they'd save about 60% on what they'd pay if they bought from the supermarkets. So what we do is we offer people the kind of products that they use normally, that they need, but better products at a better price. And then we have beautiful skincare products. These are made in France, totally organic. We've got personal care products. We've also got products for agriculture, which can be huge in a country like Uganda. So that is the basis of our business. And we get paid when products are sold and used by customers. And that is what makes this a business and not a pyramid scheme. In a pyramid scheme, the people upline get paid by the big investments people make when they join. Now, with us, that is not the case. There's no big investment. We don't benefit from people joining. So the point is, we're a business just with a difference. The difference is that normal business, there's a shop of some description. It could be a big shop, it could be a small shop, it could be a little shop next to the road. But that's the normal business model. Now, these days, we've become used to the fact that there's also e-commerce where people can buy via the internet, where there's no real shop. And because there's no real shop in e-commerce, that doesn't mean it's not a business. And the same with us. The fact that we don't operate from shops doesn't mean that we don't have a business. It's just a different kind of business. And it's actually very simple. It is so simple that people sometimes say, now, but, is that all? And that's the beauty of it, because you don't need a degree in economics or business or anything. In fact, some of the very successful now people have not even finished primary school. Now, that doesn't mean that people who are educated can't find a place in our business. All I'm trying to say is our business is very simple. There's three things we tell people to do on a daily basis, even if it's just an hour or two per day. Because especially if you are employed, that is your first priority. You've got to keep looking after your job until you don't need it anymore. But the first thing, it's really so obvious. We say you should start by using our products. Now, we've got many, almost 100. I'm not sure how many you have in Uganda, but about 100 different products. That doesn't mean you're going to use all the products. Obviously not. We've got a herbal product called Feminine Herbal, and obviously I'm not going to use Feminine Herbal. That's just a joke. But the fact is, what happens is you use cleaning products in your home. Wouldn't it make sense to now rather buy from your own business at cost price than to buy from somebody else's shop? So the point is, you start getting the new life products into your own home and into your own body, so that you can start experiencing the benefit the products bring. And as that happens, your confidence in the products will grow. And that's so important. We can try and tell you how wonderful the products are, but until you've used them and had that first-hand experience, you'd always be thinking, yeah, salespeople, they just talk, talk, talk. I'm so committed to the products that whenever I travel anywhere in the world, I spend a lot of time making sure I've got all my vitamins and minerals and those products packed almost before anything else. And then I make sure that I've got my cleaning products packed. And I say, what do you do with cleaning products when you travel? Well, one of our cleaning products that you use in the home, you can use on your body. I shave with it. And so I'm, in a sense, addicted to the products. And that's where we want you to be. Now, it's not a negative addiction. But the fact is, once you start experiencing the benefits and the value of the products, the second thing we suggest you do is also quite obvious. And that is that you tell people close to you about your experience with the products. Now, a lot of people say, oh, yeah, but you'll chase your friends away. It's how you do it. If somebody, you share with somebody and they say, no, they're not interested. And then every other time you get with them, you nag them, you tell them, they would get upset with you and not want to see you. That's not what we need to do. We share with people and we understand that not everybody is going to believe us. And we don't need everybody to believe us. We lived for a time in a city near Port Elizabeth where Esme comes from, East London. And that is where the Mercedes-Benz factory in South Africa is. So there are quite a lot of Mercedes-Benzes around, more maybe relatively than in other places. But what I noticed those days is that most people don't have a Mercedes. Now, that doesn't mean that Mercedes-Benz is not a a successful company. My point is just that we don't need everybody to buy from us to be successful. Because in network marketing, the focus is not primarily on how much we can sell ourselves. It's important that we do develop a customer base. I'll tell you why in a moment. But the idea is not that we must try and get rich just out of selling to people. That would be too hard work and almost impossible. The main idea with network marketing is what we call duplicating yourself. So you join Neolife, you start using the products, you start sharing the products with some people, you get some customers, you make a profit, you can even earn bonuses on that. But then duplicating yourself means inviting other people to look at Neolife as a business opportunity. And those who are interested join Neolife, but they join Neolife linked to you. And the value of that for you is that whatever they do will add up with your own turnover every month. So the more people you develop in your network and the more products flow, the more money everybody is going to make. Now, anybody that comes into your network under you, as I said earlier on, they can actually do more and consequently earn more than you. It is a totally fair and equal opportunity. But I want to use an example to let you understand what I'm trying to get to. I assume you've got KFC in Uganda. Used to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now, Colonel Sanders, when he was about 65, started with his mother's chicken recipe, and he had a little shop next to a filling station, or as we call them, a garage here in South Africa. And what he found is that people liked his product. So eventually what he did is he took the product as a basis and developed a business model. And he started selling that business model to people. So today, wherever you go, in South Africa specifically, you can go to the smallest town or to each and every suburb in the country, and you'll find a KFC. And that is why Colonel Sanders, by the time he passed on, he was a billionaire in US dollars. Why? Because each of those thousands and thousands and thousands of KFCs, he earned a percentage profit on what they did. Now, in network marketing, it is the same thing. So let's say you introduced 3 people. You did a certain volume. We work with a point system. I'm not going to try and explain that. Let's say you did 1,000 points worth of business. That's worth a certain amount in Uganda shillings. I don't know how much. So you'll earn on your 1,000 points exactly what you're supposed to earn. Now, if you introduce 3 other people and they did exactly the same, each of them would earn on their 1,000 points exactly what you earned on your 1,000 points. So they're not earning less because they're under you. They earn exactly according to what they've done. But the benefit to you is because you're the one who sought them out and helped them join the business and help train them and mentor them. For that effort, the company takes the points that those people have done at the end of each month, add it up to what you've done. And in this example, with you on 1,000 points and 3 others on 1,000 points, your business would now actually be 4,000 points. And on that, you'll earn substantially more than if you only did 1,000 points, because there's certain bonuses involved. The more the turnover, the more we earn. So the principle is very simple. We use the products, we get some customers, but we also get some people who join our business. And then the key is to help them do what we do. In other words, we've duplicated ourselves in say, those 3 people. But now our job is to help those 3 people duplicate themselves. And I'm just using 3 as an example. It doesn't have to be exactly 3. But if we help the 3 that we brought in to each get 3, we now actually have 12 people in our network. And the beauty of our system with uh, IT support and the infrastructure that Neolife offers us is that there's no limit to how far away from you people can come into the network. There's no limit to in which country they come in. We have, even during COVID, where we grew fantastically, we've had people from all over the world join our business, and our businesses were growing while other normal businesses were standing still or going backwards. So the system is there to help us grow a network that can expand far beyond our own reach. I tell you that today, I can't give an exact percentage, but if it's 2 or 3% of the people in my business that I know personally, it's probably a lot. And at the beginning, I never knew that could happen. I never knew that we could have business in so many countries. I think last month I was paid in 27 different currencies. And I'm definitely not involved directly in all those countries. Now, you see, if that can happen for me, it can happen for you as well. Why? Because we've got a system that works and that makes it possible. And you come into teams that will train you and help you have success. Because the bottom line is that if we brought somebody into the business and they never did anything, they're never going to benefit and we will never benefit. But if we bring somebody into the business and they start doing well, that is a benefit for them, but it also benefits us because it pushes up our points all the time. And then there's one other aspect that we're very focused on, and that is that there should be growth, personal growth, not just growth in your business. And there you'll get the training you need for that as well. You see, the moment you bring somebody into the business, you become a leader. And now you've got to show the way and lead the way. And while you're new and you don't know much, you rely on your upline leaders to help you. But eventually you've got to grow so that you can work independently, where you become the mentor and the teacher of people downline, and where you are able to develop other leaders who can develop other leaders and followers. But developing leaders is the key in this business. So to sum that up, 3 things. We say use the products, share the products and the opportunity, and spend time on becoming more skilled, more confident, better in whichever way you need to improve and grow. And again, the assistance and the help to do that is going to be available to you. You know, that's the beauty of our business. We don't have people who fail in our business. We don't have people who fail in our business. We do have people who quit, who give up, and then automatically fail. But as long as people remain involved and they remain active, they will grow. Even if it's like with us, where the growth came very slowly and over a period of time, just by being involved and being active, things will start happening. And the more that happens, the more will happen because you now start building up momentum in your business. So that is very briefly what is involved. Now, to get started is also very simple. The company has designed a starter kit, which includes your registration with a company. It gives you some products to have what I told you as the first thing, to have products to start using. It gives you a lot of training and support material. It gives you the free website. And I'm not sure what the amount is in Uganda. You can find that out from the person who invited you, if you're a guest. But it's definitely not a huge amount. Now, if you're like me, we didn't even have the small amount that we needed to get started. I had to go and borrow the money. I just thank God I did, because if I never did, I don't know where we would have been today. I don't know where many of you would have been today. So, when you get exposed to something or an opportunity like this, you're forced to make a decision. And it's not that we're going to force you and put pressure on you. But like us, when we were exposed to the business, we had to make a decision, yes or no. And as I said, I just thank God that we said yes. So the same with you, if you're listening as a guest. And I can tell you that it's not really a risk. It's a big adventure that you will start on. It's not always going to be easy, that I must add, but so rewarding. And our friend Stella Marema, that's going to share with us uh, shortly. Stella, and thank you for doing that. Thank you for taking your time to join us. Uh, she will show you some of the success that is available. I was so enthusiastic when I saw what she was achieving, that Justice, I want to end off now and hand over, and I'm anxious to get Stella to share her story with us. And thank you once again for the opportunity.
Wow, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Mike, for sharing with us. It is really an honor to learn from you with your 40 years of experience with Near Life. We truly appreciate. And we also thank you for being so supportive. To the people that have been listening in, I do believe we've been able to learn a lot. We've been inspired. And the only thing I can recommend is you need to see the person who has invited you. Let them show you how you can get started, and then we can be able to help you grow a part-time business for pastime income.